What is up, y'all? It is your boy Weepeeler back in the house with some more Clanimals War highlights with my Town Hall level 10. We are on a very good roll at the moment. I probably should not say that and jinx myself, but a lot of wars won. We did have a draw a couple days back against CTE Club. That was actually a really good war. I did think we were going to win that. We ended up drawing, so unfortunate right there. But NSA, not strong attackers. That is for sure. Ha ha. 23 to 10. Nice victory right there. Got all the clan XP and moving our way to level 3. So let's show some raids. Actually got 2 stars on all their Town Hall 10s, 3-star on number 5, and then a 3-star on 9 and 10 as well. So pretty good war, good amount of stars and enough to get the win. Jack did 2-star their number 1, and I 2-starred their number 2, and 2-starred their number 3. And as you can see, 97%. That's a pretty bummer of a raid right there. Slushy came in 96% at their number 4. I think he went in and did 96, and I said, you know what, let me go in, and then I hit and got 97. So pretty rough right there. Aimbot did get 100% on their number 5. Let's see, Scotty 2-starred their number 6. IOP 2-starred their number 7. Beard had a good attack on number 8. And then 9 was 3-starred by Seb, 10 was 3-starred by Ferdward. So let's go in and show you guys a couple raids. 50% right there. Did just sneak out the 2nd star, so happy about that. But 97% and their number 3. I really did think I had the 3rd star. Had a pretty decent strat, was going straight from the bottom, basically close to the Town Hall. Air defenses were in bad locations. I figured I'd send in my golems first. This is kind of a GOWIWI 2.0. A little bit different though. I did only bring in 3 witches this time, went for more wizards. And really thought I had it, man. No really needed a jump spell, kind of just dropped in the wall breakers here. The problem here though is they hit the G-bombs and blew up before they actually got to the wall. So kind of a bummer. Didn't really expect the Teslas to be right there. I thought they might have been a little bit behind the Town Hall, but it worked out to almost perfection anyway, except a lot of Giants just died, or a lot of Wizards just died right there by those G-bombs. So pretty rough. I should have maybe waited for the Golems to get in there a little bit sooner, and then dropped in my Wiz behind that and let them get there without getting killed by the G-bombs. So most of the Golems are down. I do have a couple Golemites up top by the Wizards, and I was hoping I could get into the core quicker so I could get to that Inferno. Once it did lock on, I let it hold up a little bit and then dropped the free spell on it. BK got into the center. The AQ is stuck behind, shooting down that Expo. And at this point, I really thought I'd have a lot more wizards left over, and then I could drop the loons in from the backside. And we were able to kill all the ADs, so there we go with the loons. And this guy had pretty decent locations for his air seeking mines, and I think his air bombs as well. They both fried me pretty good. So here we go, trying to take out that freaking Inferno. It did roast almost all of my stuff in the center. Did lock onto a loon right here, but my AQ is on it, and so are the loons. So down goes the Inferno. At this point, I figure, okay, we got a minute and a half left. Should be able to do the cleanup. I do have a couple archers up top. There's no defenses that can take them out. And then right here was the fail. The air mines came out, popped my loons. Air bomb came out, sucked up the last loon, and that was it. So there was a cannon and an archer tower left over, and at this point I figure even if I can get over to that side, I still have to get through the wall and take out the defenses before we could get that 3rd star. So let me speed it up a little bit, and we'll get the cleanup crew coming in. The AQ shooting at that wall, taking out the barracks, taking out the elixir collector, taking out the other elixir collector, and then making her way to the left side of the base. And at this point I thought maybe I still have it, but no, again, she has to shoot through that wall and take out the top buildings. And then right here was my demise. We did get the cannon, but not enough time to get 97%, or to get the 3rd star. So it may have worked out if we could have gotten into that core a little bit sooner and taken out the Inferno Tower a little bit faster, but it didn't work out. So 97%, still pretty good. Can't say too many bad things about that raid. So Slushy at 96% right here. He's going to hate me for showing it, but we're going to show it anyway. He does a Go Lava Loon attack. It's not one of my favorite strategies. When it works, it looks great, but it doesn't work all the time. So we're having a little bit of difficulty in the clan figuring that out, and it makes my brain hurt. So if we can get to an air defense early on, take it out with your heroes, that's great. But it just doesn't seem to be clicking on all cylinders, and a lot of people are having difficulties with this attack. It's typically a 1-star, some goose eggs, but typically a 1-star and either a 3-star. But most of the time it's getting 1, and most of our guys are having to go get cleaned up. So not my favorite strategy. It adds a little bit of tension to my life, but it is what it is. When it does work out, like I said, it is a nice, fantastic raid. And right here, you're going to see pretty decent placement by the Hound and the Loons right there, hoping to get into that Tesla, but they freaking got roasted by the air bombs, and it just didn't work out perfectly. It was a 96% raid. So I guess the best thing I can say about this attack is kind of attack it in a circle or a semicircle depending on which hound you drop first. It's all about momentum with the balloons. Once you can get them all converging onto a spot, you seem to be doing a heck of a lot of work. And right here, they're not really converging. They're kind of spreading out. So you kind of wanted to get them to all move in generally the same direction. And I think by dropping them in certain patterns, it tends to make them turn into all at one spot at the end. And that's the kind of way you want to move it. Bot's been doing actually a lot of good attacks lately. I do have to show one. I don't know if it's this war or if it's the next war after, but it's that perfect kind of clumping of the loons at the end. They're basically all converging onto the center of the base, and they do a just great job at killing the base real quick. I think it's like a minute and 20 raid, too, against a pretty decent upgraded Town Hall 9. So there are ways to think about how to attack and how to drop your loons, and it just seems to be pretty hard when you just spam them in. A kind of more calculated attack seems to be working out a little bit better in our favor. So let's speed it up. Unfortunately, only able to get 96%. I think he did run out of time. Wizard Tower MVP right here, taking out the Archer Queen. And unfortunately, not enough time to get the last star. But great raid, dude. Nice watch. And hopefully in the future we can speed those up a little bit and just get the 3rd star. Let's move down. We'll check out 9 and 10. I think, no, you know what? We're going to show Bot. I want to see his number raid, number attack on number 5. So this again is a Go Lava Loon. Pretty decent start. So he gets into that spot. I think he is able to. I think he takes out one air defense, and it might be a Tesla that pops up too. So the Expos are grounded. From what I can see, no, the Expos are up. They're up. Sorry, they're up. But right here, it actually started off kind of slow, I think, if I remember correctly. And then he came in and crushed. So we got a minute 20. He's in about 20 seconds. So not bad raid right there. Taking out the CC troops with a lightning spell. Taking out one of the air defenses. And then I was hoping he could get into part of the core. He does knock out the Tesla. I was thinking he could get into it a little bit deeper, but not quite perfect. So drops the 2 hounds to come in. This may or may not have been the raid where all the loons converge, but as you can see, he's going to attack in kind of like a semicircle approach. This way he's going to go from bottom to the right, or bottom to the left. So you can see the hounds moving their way to the other air defenses, and the loons coming in, and the loons are continuing from the bottom, moving into the center of the base, and then all of the other loons are doing the same thing. So they're not spreading out trying to hit defenses that aren't, in their path, which is great. So again, he's going to drop in his last loons once the hounds are able to stay alive and get to the top air defense, and you can see all the loons converging in one spot. Absolutely fantastic attack. This is the way you have to approach a base. This base is kind of set up for that perfectly because of the way that it's laid out, but that's the way you want your loons to attack at the end. There's so much firepower with them. They're basically going to one-pop anything that's around them with this many loons in one spot. So great freaking attack. What a quick one right there, and that's a nice watch. That's a nice watch. So awesome stuff. Good job, Bot. I like seeing those kind of raids and the big 3 stars. So let's move on down. I'll show one more raid since we had a couple quick ones. We got Seb and Ferd. Let's show Seb's attack. He was new back into Clanimals, hopped out for a little bit, was doing some work with a friend's clan. Does the Hog Master right here. So he hasn't done a Hog raid in forever. When he first came into the clan, he was a Hogger, and then he kind of backed out a little bit after the update back in June when it was really tough to do the Hog raid. So I think he's able to lure the clan castle pretty well right here. Does get the wizards and witches and archers down to the bottom. And I believe he rocks out with a shit ton of archers, and if I'm not mistaken. Tries to clump them all in one spot, and then the Hog attack commences. I'm not even sure if I watched this attack, to be honest with you. So this is a first-timer for me, trying to get the archers moving this witch down. Come on, get her into the mix right here. Drop some archers on that bee. You know what I'm saying? So there she goes. She's down. The wizards are going to basically hit the clumped crew, but not too bad. Once these skeletons are done, it's GG. So we're going to see the Hogs come in. He's got Hogs in his clan castle as well, so there's about 40 or so Hogs, and they're just going to wreak havoc on this base. There's a G-bomb up top. Good spell placement right there. A couple go down with the spring trap, but they are damaging to these lower level defenses here. He's got a couple low-level cannons. Actually, they're not too low. I think those are level 10s. But he's got some archer towers on the low side. Wizard towers are on the low side, especially for a Town Hall 9. But that's a devastating raid right there. I mean, you could see the Hogs just running wild, basically taking out anything in their path. They actually split up pretty nicely, too. So that's a pretty good move right there because they're able to spread out at the end and take out the rest of the buildings without being all clumped together and taking up extra time. So that's a really decent raid, man. Damn, I definitely did not watch that one. So that was a quick one as well. We're having a lot of good success in this war. These guys, like I said, not strong attackers, and maybe that's what their name is all about. So it was a good war. I'm taking the win any day of the week. We've gotten on a really good streak of finding pretty decent guys to go up against. We did have a couple decent wars, but as you can see by our, let's go back into our log. We've pretty much been crushing everybody. It's not been a real, easy or real hard, difficult wars, but the draw kind of hurt a little bit. CTE Club, they were decent. They were a level 2 clan. I think they came in at the end. I've got to make a video on that one too. They came in at the end and did some work in order to get the 23rd star. They were winning, I think, actually, maybe 23 to 21. I came in and I 3-starred somebody or something, and we ended up with the draw. So it was a good war, but I kind of like those kind of wars. I like them to be a little bit closer. Kind of sick of having these easy wars and these crushing, 25-2 wins. So I don't know. It is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like. I'll get another video out soon. I've got 2 more wars for Clanimals, and I think I've got a few Weeps Peeps in the chamber as well. So have a good Easter, and I'll catch you guys next time.